We really wanted to build something that was that the player kind of unraveled as they played the game. And how it started was Eric Holmes, the lead designer, had an idea for a character that could weaponize himself, and me and him and Tim Benison sat in a room and yelled at each other until we came up with this kind of premise.
It's the first time, I think, that an open world game anyway has done a conspiracy kind of storyline where, you know, there's a lot of mystery about the origin of the character, or about what's even going on and how the character is connected to the events that are happening. And the player, as well as the player character, who's called Alex Mercer, go on this journey of kind of discovery, for want of a better word, together.
What we didn't want was a kind of a moralizing, feel-good hero we didn't want a Captain America. We didn't want an icon of goodness or values. We wanted a character who the player could kind of project his gameplay values through with our character. So in a sense, our character's somewhat constructed out of what players do in free-roaming open-world games. We think players in open world games are pretty dark people, to be honest. They're not. You put someone in an open world game where there's no repercussions and you can do anything, people will do bad things. Alex does bad things, and we have a game structured around those bad things.
I really pushed hard for, and Eric and Tim really pushed hard for a character that's real and dark and is tortured. Something's happened to him. He doesn't know what, but he's going to find out. And the people who did this to him, those people he thinks did this to him, are going to pay. He's not just running out and fighting the military to fight the military. He's running out and fighting the military because the targets who know something about his past are there. He's not just going out to fight the infected to fight the infected. They're linked to him somehow, and he needs to know why. So it's not this altruistic Save New York story where he's, oh, I'm going to go kill the infected or stop the military from declaring martial law. That's not even on his radar most of the time. He's a relentless machine bent on finding out exactly what happened to him. His entire motivation is based around memory. He's like a detective, except he can experience the memory.
You are literally consuming the minds of your victims. So, Alex Mercer can consume anybody he meets in New York City, including key people who know something about his past. He doesn't just get their appearance and their biomass from consumption, he gets their memories. And some of these individuals that he finds actually know something about his past, actually more than he does. And so the player collects these memories, and they're literally visualized as movies within the context of the game, with a very distinctive art style. And you have an interface in the game called the Web of Entry where you collect them. It looks like a web of nodes. And as you go through the game and consume more people that we call web targets, you get more memories, and they unlock access to other ones, and other targets become available. And so you're literally piecing it together.
As he's acquiring all these memories, as he's acquiring all these experiences and all this knowledge, he's becoming smarter than any human has ever been in the history of humanity, because he's getting lifetimes of experience in his own. At a frantic pace. Within a period of a week, you could have 100 years. You could have 1,000 years. So we transform him from something which is fairly relatable to the player when he picks up the controller and is, along with the character, saying, what's going on? I'm figuring that out, into someone that's quite brilliant and dark, and closer, I guess, to Hannibal Lecter than to the average guy on the street.
There's no cute and fuzzy bunnies in Alex Mercer's future.